I don't see how carrying the dread in the country is a problem.
Lagos State, your worst.
Let me tell you something. Where you have your property is where your mind will be. I don't agree that the purpose for gathering today is to make sure the youth do something similar to that again. The purpose of the gathering is to remember, have a conversation about what other developments there have been, or there has been, if at all there has been any, or what development there needs to be, if there needs to be any. That's what that's about. So to correct that, because it's about youths, yes, definitely coming together. It's about Nigeria just coming together and making sure Nigeria works. Right? Let's not forget that that's the bottom line, right? Yes, by Nigeria I mean the peoples of Nigeria, not the whatever construct there is that is scattered. Right.
What do you think about the fear of Nigerians coming out because of what happened?
The fear of Nigerians coming out, you can understand why. No human being will see a brutalization or somebody brutalizing somebody else and be okay to go and do the same thing that person was brutalized for. However, they say many are called, few are chosen. But we just have to make sure that to make people understand. For me, I stand from the point of unity a lot, simply because a larger number of united people cannot be easily oppressed, especially if you're peacefully standing for something.
What youths can do is to organize themselves. With organization, we can remake Nigeria. We can change the fate of our country. When people come out in their thousands and in their millions on the streets, let us not stop saying that protest doesn't work or protest does not change anything. That is not true. Because when you have a handful of people protesting, you will not make much difference. But that is the lesson of NSAS, that when people come out in their thousands and numbers, no government can defeat a determined people. So the youth must organize themselves, must engage politically, and find solutions to the problems of the country beyond what has become the behemoth, the APC and the PDP. We must find a political alternative beyond these two parties. And that is where the youths must play a very significant and fundamental role. And that is a question of organization, as I've said. With organization, we can change a whole lot. We can do beyond what we did during the NSAS. We can hold governors accountable. We can hold local government leadership accountable. We can hold the president accountable. We can hold the National Assembly accountable. The solution is in organization. Once we organize ourselves and look beyond ethnicity, look beyond religion, look beyond this nonsense partisanship, we can achieve quite a lot.
Okay, the question about remaking Nigeria, actually, if you use the word remake, anyways, it means that it was made at some point, right? And so the next question is, who made Nigeria? That's the first question we should be asking ourselves. Who made Nigeria? So Nigeria was a stitching of different people. You brought different people with different ideas, different ideas about humanity. You brought them together. You just stitched them together for your colonial interests. So it was made by the colonialists and for the colonialists. Until today, it remains so. If you look at what we just have now is that we have their annexes, their annexures, we have their agents here. The British are not here with us now, but we have their agents who are working, and these are the people running this country today. So how then do we remake what they made is the question, which is that we need to bring it down. You cannot continue painting a house when the foundation is bad, or you are doing POP on a house that does not, you are doing POP in a house that does not have a good foundation. You're just deceiving yourself. So we need to bring everything down, shut it down, because there is a system that is making sure that this country does not move forward. There's a system of corruption, a system of oppression, of wickedness that is in this country right now. So we have to stop that system first. And then as a people, and how do we do all of these things? The first thing is to educate ourselves massively on these issues. Because the first problem in any problem is you not identify the problem. Immediately you identify the problem, then it gets solved. So after that, then we can then organize for power. How then do you organize for power? And it's through the revolution. You organize to take over power, because what is power? It's the ability to do work. What's the work? We want to develop the country. And in the absence of that power, you cannot do work. And that is where we are. So It is for the generation that did NSAS, which is my generation. It is for us to bring our energy, intellect, and join it with the experience of the old. And when I say old now, I'm quoting it. I'm talking about the elders. You know, Yorubas would say, "Ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n, la fi dá lẹ́fẹ̀." Ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n, la fi dá lẹ́fẹ̀ is an explanation of communalism, you know, democratic representation of everybody in the society. So the energy of the youth must be met with the experience of the old to forge ahead in this struggle.
There were no ideological leadership for that movement that could be able to at least direct the anger and frustration of the Nigerian youth, to that logical conclusion. And that movement, the demand of that movement was also limited in the sense that, if you remember, the only demand of that movement was actually end police brutality, end SARS, and the rest of it. And it's actually impossible. As long as you have capitalism, you always have police brutality. As long as you have this system, there cannot be an end to police brutality and police killing. Even after the NSAS, we've had another series of police brutality and police killing. That is to tell you that that movement itself ought to be linked up to overthrowing the system as a whole. Because it is until when you overthrow that system that made it possible for police brutality, that is when you can genuinely end police brutality and all form of oppression. And that is one of the limitations of that movement itself. So in preparing for next movement, it's actually for us to actually organize it, in such a way that that movement itself has to be linked with the political question of wrestling away the power from this ruling elite that have been there for decades. Because even giving them, we just celebrated 61 years, giving them another 100 years, we still continue lamenting about this system, about their incapability of resolving any of the fundamental problems that we have with us. That is to tell you that in preparation for the next movement, which for me, I'm confident that huge movement is even far approaching. There is no doubt about that. But for us to be successful in such a movement, so that it will not end the way that NSA ended, is for us to actually be organized, be ideological in our organization, and for us to even link up that anger and aspiration to even taking up political power itself.
Well, thank you for being part of this process. We can't say just at this moment. There are a lot of things we need to do to fix Nigeria, to remake Nigeria, to make Nigeria working. There is corruption, there is abuse of power, there is bad governance, there is impunity, which is epitomized by the police brutality that we've witnessed over the years and which led us to end SARS. So fixing the problem of Nigeria is not a one-off thing. It's not something that can be done in a day. But we have started the process. End SARS was a catalyst, and we are happy to be alive 1 year after. We are happy to be here today to celebrate, to mark 1 year of NSAS, to show the energy of young people, how you can synthesize that energy for greater things. NSAS shows the capacity of young people to bring about change, the capacity of young people to mobilize, and they can build on that going forward as we go into elections in 2023. So it's not just saying what do we want to, or what can we do to make Nigeria better. Nigeria getting better is a process. It's not a one-day thing, and that process has started. It was on before NSAS. Before NSAS, there was the anti-SAP riot. There were different protests and so on. But for a lot of young Nigerians, NSAS was that turning point. It showed the capacity of young people to mobilize. It showed the capacity of young people to stand tall, to articulate their problems. And I'm sure if they continue on that path, if they continue the struggle, it will yield very wonderful results by 2023.
Well, the way forward primarily now is for us to reevaluate what has happened and start the process of organizing. The issue before the movement today. It's not an issue of just crying, not just lamenting, but it's actually about understanding why we are where we are today, and do in IT terms troubleshoot to look at how absolute victory can be attained, and I think that will be the ultimate justice that can be achieved within the current context. That's how I see it.